As promised, with the issue with the Competition Motorsports base plate for the harness attachments, this is the existing bolt, seat bottom bolt in the car. So this is the hole that it goes into. This guy, no problem, right? Shit, I'd have to get a washer to fill that space. However, this guy is like super duper tight tolerance. So tight that I don't want to flatten some threads to screw that down in there, right? So I want to take off just a little bit of material, pretty much just the coating, if you will, and maybe clean up the edges to get this bolt to go down in there. So my scientific method to figure that out was to get my drill bit out. This guy, too big, right? That one falls down in there too much, because I want this to be as tight tolerance as possible. And this guy, I can thread in there. So this was my choice. And basically all I did was get in here and clean out the inner edge, because it's really tight. This really tight down inside this inner radius. So I just cleaned up these two inner sides, as I will get to here in a second, so I can get my bolt in and show you what it looks like. Okay, after a little bit of magic with the drill bit and literally just cleaning up the holes, all I did was take enough material out. Oops, as you saw that, sorry. Take enough material out to get the bolt in there. That's truly it, and it's still super tight. Not going to cause an issue. So with that, let's get over to the car and let's get start installing the base mount and the harnesses. Exploratory dry fit test number 1. So I took off the cross member just for giggles to see where this goes, to get access to the carpet. A bit more discovery learning as we go. So here is the shoulder harness belt. There is a little plastic little beauty piece here, a guide. You can snap that right off to gain access so you don't break that thing. So I did make 2 cuts. The first one being along this bulkhead bracket, if you will. I don't know what to really call it. So I cut it so the harness bar would lay flat in there. The harness bar goes over top. There's a recess on the harness bar, a cavity that goes over top of this mounting area, and then they have a nice flat surface area that rests on top of this bulkhead. Now the other one, I thought, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a little recess and a little tab in there. I thought, oh, there's only one little L bracket on the harness bar and it goes in there. Nope, not the case. So I lined up, and my technique, I hope you can see it, probably a bit dark, but I used tape. I used a piece of tape on the bottom of the 90-degree where it would enter, if you will, and made my cut there. And on the back side, you can see it really well now, there is a lot of foam deadening that you need to cut through and pick out a bit. And that bolt, oops, excuse me, this bolt right here, the bolt that I'm touching right now, and stabilize it. This is the bolt that's going to come out, and this is the bolt that little L bracket is going to attach to. So I'm going to have a very secure harness bar. So my technique to do it in one person is literally to jam a screwdriver into one side, through it, and then wiggle one side in at a time. Let's see if I can't be successful and wiggle it in through my little cut here in the carpet and get that bolt off and get this thing mounted. Current situation. So I've got these cuts made, and as I was describing, this piece sits on top of where the shoulder harness goes into and the factory OE harness. So I did get my cuts made down in there, if you can see, and I angled the bar. This carpet has some dense styrofoam behind it, so it's not the easiest thing to bend. It wasn't the easiest thing to rotate the bar and then stick each side in and get it to rotate. Lots of bending of the carpet. So this is what it looks like on the back side here. And what I'm currently doing, if I can get, there we go. All right, so I'm going to, my plan is to pull, I have the, if you, I joked about the supplied washers, there they are. So what I plan to do, and oh, by the way, do not be afraid of cutting and digging at that styrofoam. That's the only way you're going to get these bolts in here. So, but it's going to be seamless once, I pray it's going to be seamless once we get this in here. So I'm going to pull these 2 bolts in and draw the bar in and watch this hole line up with the factory seatbelt hole. It's gonna be a kind of an octopus, but I really hope I can get it in there. There's a little bit of plastic here where it's resting on. I don't know if you can see that. I might have to trim that plastic a bit to get that in there, but we'll see. Maybe I can pull it behind there and get it to rest behind there. We'll inch it in. We'll see what happens.